How often do you think of topics such as climate change or deforestation? Now, how often do you think about the Earth's health in general? These type of questions are always asked but never answered. You see climate change and deforestation on the news almost daily, but is there ever any change or act being done to prevent it? I'm here to talk about the different possible solutions that may be beneficial for us as a whole in the future. The first one out of the three that I'll be talking about is growing your own produce. Growing your own produce not only saves the land but also helps to cultivate it. By growing your own foods, you are getting more nutrients in your body, staying active, saving your money, and helping the environment. Because lots of our food comes from long distance transportations, it heavily relies on the use of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are very harmful to the environment because when they burn up, they release large amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases which traps heat into our atmosphere. This is also a very big factor to climate change or global warming. By simply growing your own food, you can reduce the dependence on this method of transportation which harms the environment. Also, by growing your own foods, you are not adding any bad chemicals or pesticides. Next is buying locally. There are many different benefits for buying your food locally. Not only is the taste better, but there are many different health benefits. The food would taste better because it would be grown and picked by taste and quality depending on their own individual seasons. Because the food is grown and prepared immediately in the same space, it is less likely that the nutrient value would decrease. Buying locally also promotes a safer food supply because the farther away the food, the higher chance of contamination through the different transports. You can also help both the environment and the economy while buying locally. By doing this, there is automatically more crops and roaming room. Because you'd be getting rid of most of the countless animal farms that actually does harm the land, it creates a lot more space for different chances and opportunities. Another reason would be the air pollution. Animals such as cows create ammonia and toxic levels of nitrogen, which is very unhealthy for the air within their own manure. If the air becomes unhealthy, it would have an even worse impact on our own bodies. There would be an automatic increase in the economy because everyone would buy from the local stores and the businesses within the town would thrive and boost the economy rates. Lastly, we can go on a plant-based diet. Although the term plant-based diet seems very scary and impossible, it's not completely cutting out animal products from your diet, but simply reducing the amount. According to Healthline, the reason that a plant-based diet is necessary for us is it emphasizes whole, minimally processed foods, limits or avoids animal products, and focuses on plants including vegetables. The list also doesn't stop here, so there's many more benefits for going on a plant-based diet. A plant-based diet is basically eating foods made from plants, which includes vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, grains, and very few or none animal products. Plant-based diets not only help you lose the unhealthy fats from your body, but also helps you to maintain a healthy lifestyle. This diet also helps lots of health conditions as well. This diet doesn't prevent these conditions, but reduces the symptoms of diseases such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and cognitive decline, which can be very detrimental to your health. Concerning the environment, the reasons as to why a plant-based diet would be beneficial is because there would be less animal agriculture. According to onegreenplanet.org, the benefits would be more care for the land, saving animal and plant habitats, and less animal agriculture. There is a longer list on the website if you are interested. Animal agriculture, if you don't know, is the practice of breeding animals for the production of animal products and for recreational purposes. Animal agriculture contributes to both global warming and is a source for greenhouse gases. Raising livestock for meat, eggs, and milk generates around 14.5% of the global greenhouse gas emissions, which is the second highest source of emissions. Being the second highest source of emissions also means it's greater than all the transportation combined, which we discussed earlier on. The greenhouse effect in simple terms is warming the Earth's surface and the air above it. The heat-trapping gases are the greenhouse gases. These gases can cause climate change by trapping heat, and they can also supply to respiratory disease from the air pollution and smog. Not only are the gases harming our bodies, but eating too much meat and dairy can also make us sick. It can increase things such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and some forms of major cancers. According to PETA, the way that animal agriculture contributes to climate change is water and land being fed to animals, then animals fattening up for consumption, and lastly, the animals releasing bad toxins such as elevated levels of CO2, methane gas, and also manure, like we said before, which pollutes our air and waterways. Experts have been trying different methods to reduce the meat consumption in the US. Cities and school districts have been trying to make smart moves and have been trying to make policies for only buying meat products if they are required criteria. Apparently, if the US alone reduces the meat consumption by at least 50%, it will be equivalent to taking 26 million cars off the road, which would be very beneficial. Fossil fuels are seen as an excessively big and dangerous topic, but animal farming and animal agriculture is just as threatening to our environment and health. Although meat and animal products are staples in American cuisine, like steaks and burgers, it is slowly leading us to an unhealthy lifestyle for the future. Going on a plant-based diet will be beneficial, and by doing this, we can start to slowly reverse the negative effects. Although this would be a drastic change in everyone's life, it would be majorly effective. Of course, not everyone will agree, and some people may even start rioting, but as the statistics have shown earlier, even if half of our population can try a slight change in their diet, it would be so beneficial for not only us, but for our future generations. Thank you.